Reliability. It's an important consideration when you're picking which car to buy. Obviously, it's less of an issue if you buy new because of course the car will come with a manufacturer's warranty. But once that runs out, if you've picked the wrong model, you could be exposed to some serious financial risk. That's why we've teamed up with leading warranty provider, WarrantyWise, to find out which are the 15 least reliable cars from the past 10 years, so you know which ones to avoid. For our study, WarrantyWise looked at the frequency of claims for every single model to work out the probability of that particular car suffering a fault. They then multiplied this number by the average cost per claim to get our ranking. Basically, the cars lower down on the list expose you to the greater financial risk. Now, unfortunately, I can't give you the probability of a car suffering a fault for commercial reasons, but I can share with you the average cost per claim and the largest claim for that model that WarrantyWise had to pay out. Anyway, enough maths, let's get on with the carwow 15 least reliable cars from the past 10 years. The 15th least reliable car of the past 10 years is the Tesla Model S. Yes, it is a high-tech electric car, and surprise, surprise, the most common problems with this vehicle are electrical faults, as I've experienced myself when I was doing a drag race and the car just shut down for no reason.
Don't know if this Tesla's going to do anything.
I can't turn it on. It all seems to be on. Anyway, the average cost per claim for the Tesla Model S, according to WarrantyWise, is £1,322. However, the biggest claim they've had to pay out on one didn't relate to electrical problems, but instead the air suspension, and that came in at £4,402. Whew, oh dear. The 14th least reliable car on our list is the BMW M4, and its most common fault is to do with its brakes. And yet again, I've actually experienced that in a drag race. Brake test from 70 miles an hour.
Guys, I've got a brake system malfunction. I'm going to have to bail.
Bye, BMW. Now, faulty brakes on a sports car isn't ideal, is it? And neither is the average repair cost of £1,668. However, the biggest claim that WarrantyWise had to pay out on a BMW M4 wasn't to do with its brakes at all, but instead its infotainment system, which cost £3,995 to repair. So maybe BMW's iDrive isn't the best in the business after all. Actually, I don't think that anymore. I think Mercedes' new infotainment system is actually slightly better. The current Mercedes GLS is too new to be included on the list, but its predecessor, the GL, comes in at number 13 as the most unreliable car over the past 10 years, according to WarrantyWise. Now, the most common fault with the Mercedes GLS turned out to be electrical problems, and the average cost per claim, according to WarrantyWise, was £1,180. Now, you might be thinking, wait a minute, Matt, that number's less than the average cost per claim for the BMW M4. How come it's ranked worse for reliability in this list? Well, remember I said at the beginning that the actual ranking is based on the probability of the car going wrong times the average cost per claim. And quite frankly, the GLS is more likely to go wrong, so it exposes you to more financial risk. And the biggest payout that WarrantyWise had to make on a Mercedes GLS related yet again, like the BMW, to its infotainment system. And it came in at £4,526, which seems quite a lot really. You could just buy a nice MacBook Pro and use that stuck on your dash instead of repairing the infotainment system. At number 12 is the previous generation Ford Galaxie, so models up to 2015. And the most common fault with these is gearbox issues. Probably has something to do with the fact they use as minicab, so changing gear quite a lot. The average cost per claim for a Ford Galaxie was £1,752. But the biggest payout that WarrantyWise had to pay on one of these cars, once again related to gearbox issues, came out to £4,782. The 11th least reliable car, according to WarrantyWise, is the BMW X5. Now, just like with the Mercedes GLS, this doesn't include the current version because it's too new. However, it does include all previous versions up to 10 years old. And the most common faults with those cars relate to suspension issues, with the average cost per claim of £1,593. However, the biggest and most expensive fault that WarrantyWise had to repair related to engine problems with a certain car, and that cost £9,937 to fix. At number 10 is the Range Rover, a vehicle designed to be able to take you across any terrain, that is, until its air suspension fails, which is the most common fault on this car according to WarrantyWise, and the average cost per claim for a Range Rover was £1,286. £1,488. But the biggest payout that Warranty Wise had to make against a Range Rover related to an engine fault, which cost £11,932 to fix. The ninth least reliable car on our list is the previous generation Mazda CX5. This is a bit unusual because Mazdas usually have such a great reputation for reliability. In fact, my own Mazda MX-5 has been faultless, but there is always one black sheep of the family, and it seems like it's this old CX5. The most common issues relate to engine problems, and the average cost per claim Warranty Wise had to pay out on the CX5 was £1,308. The most expensive repair bill, yet again for engine issues, was £5,777. On a CX5, that's almost the value of the car, surely. In eighth place is the Audi Q7. So Warranty Wise says that the most common faults on Audi Q7s up to 10 years old relate to electrical problems, and the average cost per claim was £1,250. However, the biggest claim that they paid out on a Q7 was actually to fix some oil leaks, and that came in at £8,639. The current Jaguar XJ has been around since 2010, so you'd think that'd give Jaguar enough time to iron out all the faults. But not so, and that's why it's at number 7 on our list. The most common problem with the Jaguar XJ, according to Warranty Wise, is to do with the fueling system, and the average cost per claim for the car worked out to £1,179. However, the biggest repair bill was actually £9,616, and that was due to engine faults. The sixth least reliable car up to 10 years old, according to Warranty Wise, is the Range Rover Sport. So it looks like Jaguar Land Rover has a hat-trick on our list, confirming the fact that they are viewed as not being a very reliable brand. Oh dear, doesn't say much about British manufacturing and quality control, does it? Anyway, the most common problems with the Range Rover Sport relate to its air suspension, and the average cost per repair came to £1,545. However, the most expensive repair worked out to an eye-watering £20,411 for an engine repair. I mean, that is just frightening. Now, if you'd like to see which is best between a Range Rover and the new BMW X7, click on the pop-out banner up there to watch my head-to-head video. Now we come to our countdown of the 5 least reliable cars, and the Chevrolet Captiva. This car isn't actually on sale anymore, which is a good job because it's actually coming out as the 5th least reliable car according to Warranty Wise. Now the problem with this thing relates to its gearbox, and on average the repair cost came to £1,288, with the biggest payout for a gearbox fault worked out to £4,945, which is about a quarter of the original cost of the car. At number 4 is the previous generation Porsche Cayenne. So much for Porsches having great build quality, eh? Now the most common problem with these cars, according to Warranty Wise, is their electrical system, and the average cost per claim worked out to £1,437, though the biggest payout on a Porsche Cayenne was for £6,360, and that was for an engine repair. As with the current X5, the very latest BMW X6 is too new to be included in our study, but the previous generation versions up to 10 years old are at number 3 in our least reliable list. The most common problems with these cars, according to Warranty Wise, is to do with their electrical systems, and the average cost per repair worked out to £1,769. However, the biggest repair cost Warranty Wise saw on an X6 was for its engine, and that cost £8,083 to put right. At number 2 is the previous generation Audi A7. Now, it may be a good looking car, but it's not that reliable, and it also means that there's quite a lot of Germans included in this list. Looks like they're performing even worse than the British. Anyway, according to Warranty Wise, the average cost per claim on an Audi A7 came to £2,199, and the most common fault related to its gearbox. And the most expensive fault they had to pay on, once again, was a gearbox issue, which cost £11,222 to put right. Finally then, we come to the least reliable car of the past 10 years, according to Warranty Wise. And that dubious accolade goes to the previous generation Bentley Continental GT. Oh dear. This is what happens when the Germans and the British work together. You get the least reliable car on the list, with the highest average cost per claim of £2,299. Now, according to Warranty Wise, the most common problems are electrical faults, but the biggest repair bill they had to pay for actually related to an engine issue on a Continental GT, which cost £10,737 to fix. But to be fair, if you can afford a Bentley Continental GT, you can probably find that kind of cash just somewhere stuffed behind your Chesterfield. Now, if you want to see my full in-depth video review of the very latest Bentley Continental GT, which is actually a very good car because it's still under manufacturer warranty, click on the pop-out banner up there to watch the video.